Today I'm going to set up and give you an honest review of the Cinepeer C11 Gimbal for your smartphone. The C11 is meant to be an entry-level gimbal for people that are just getting started out in vlogging, videography, photography, etc. It's very affordable at $89 US. Because it is so affordable, it does lack some of the features found on other more high-end gimbals. But overall, if you're just getting started, this is a good value. So let's jump right into it and get it set up. The first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a tripod. This tripod actually didn't come with this gimbal. This is one that I've stolen from one of my other gimbals, but I like to have the tripod not only because it's easier to present in the video, but it's also easier for getting your gimbal set up. So the first thing you want to do is grab your smartphone, and you want to take a look at the sidearms here, because on the sidearms is some text that reads Cinepeer. And if it's upside down like this, then you know you have it the wrong way. You want it to be upright. So just flip it around like so, and then you have Cinepeer upright, and that's how you know the gimbal's in the right position. Then you're going to just take these little clamps here and pry them open like this. You're going to take the lens of your camera, and you're going to have it on the opposite end of this base here. So my lens of the camera is here. So I'm going to have it on this side. I'm gonna pry open these arms. And again, this is where a tripod comes in handy. And there you have it. The smartphone is on the gimbal, but there's a problem. It's not balanced correctly. You can see that if I let go, the phone falls to my right. So it's very important to balance your gimbal correctly. If your gimbal is not balanced and the motors have to work to fight gravity, you're going to run out of battery really quickly and you're going to get shaky footage. So to balance it, you want to adjust this screw that's on the back arm right here. So I'm going to loosen this screw and I'm going to pull the gimbal that way, but I have now pulled it too far. So I want to push it back this way. And the gimbal, there it is, it's perfectly balanced. So the rule is if your gimbal's falling to your right, then pull the arm to the left. If it's falling to the left, then pull the arm to the right. And when it's just right in the middle, it'll be just like that. So then you can tighten the screw here on the back. Now, one cool thing about this gimbal is that you can shoot in vertical mode. And to do that, you adjust the screw that's on the back of the base plate. And you just flip it like that and tighten the screw again. And you're gonna have to rebalance the gimbal because now I've adjusted the weight. And just like so. And there you have the gimbal in vertical mode. So to power on the gimbal, you just press and hold the on button like so. And the gimbal will come to life after about 3 seconds. And as I said, this gimbal is very affordable and basic, so it only has 3 modes, and those modes are pan follow. So if I pan to the left, you can see that the gimbal goes to the left. If I pan to the right, it goes to the right. If I tap the mode button once, we're in lock mode. So if I pan to the right, pan to the left, tilt down, tilt up, the camera stays. No matter what I do, the camera stays. You can see how powerful these motors are for such an affordable gimbal. And it's very silent as well. That's one thing you always want to watch out for when you're buying a gimbal is how loud the motors are, because that can interfere with your audio recording. If you want to get into follow mode, you double tap the menu button. So now if I tilt down, tilt up, pan to the right, pan to the left, the gimbal follows. If I roll, the gimbal does not follow. So imagine if you're running or jogging, this gimbal does a great job compensating for shakes. If you want to connect your gimbal to a smartphone, you have to download the ZY Play app, and that is the app for all Zhiyun gimbals. And I did manage to get my smartphone connected to the gimbal via Bluetooth. However, oddly enough, none of the features were actually working. So I think that's a bug that Zhiyun needs to work out for now. So from my experience, for now, the app is not fully functioning. The gimbal is made of a strong plastic, so it's very light. It weighs 400 grams and can support phones that weigh up to 200 grams. It has no problem balancing my iPhone X. One cool thing is that if you're running out of battery on your phone, you can charge the gimbal with an iPhone cable just by plugging it into this USB port here. The gimbal took about 2.5 hours to charge completely, and it should last between 8 to 10 hours fully charged. It just depends on how hard you're working the motors. If you're in lock mode, you can use the joystick to pan left and right, to tilt up and down, and you can adjust the settings in the app for how fast you want these motors to react. If you're in pan follow mode and you want to roll your phone, then you can use the joystick to do that by going to the right or to the left. So if you're just getting into videography or vlogging, then this is an excellent gimbal for you. However, if you're more advanced or you're a professional user, then this is probably not the right gimbal for you.